Hey YouTube. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about a movie that came out in theaters this weekend, and maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. It's called The Hunger Games. I don't know, most of you probably haven't heard of it. It wasn't that big. You know, it was really like a low-key opening, didn't make that much money. There weren't people lined up for hours to see it. I'm just kidding, all of those things were true. It was huge. I went and saw it twice. 2 times. It's been out for 5 days and I've already seen it twice. What is life? I feel like I need to talk about it, and I haven't made a movie in a month. Sorry, I didn't even know it was March. I've been hibernating for a month, my bad. So I read the Hunger Game books like over a year ago. Like before it was popular, before everyone was like, Hunger Games, Hunger Games. I was kind of nervous about the movie just because, you know, when you like a book that much, then they make a movie of it, you're like, I don't know. It's like, you know, all the Harry Potters. It's the same thing, like, are they gonna do it justice? And I was so pleased. I mean, you know, there's the little things, and things are always, when you read the book, you imagine them in your head and you're like, that's not how it was in my head. But, I mean, what can you do? Overall, I was really pleased. Because the book is first person and it's all like Katniss's mind and what she's thinking. It's all like her thoughts and memories. Like most of the book, there's not that, like, especially in the arena, there's not that much dialogue. It's all her thoughts and her memories and her emotions. I was like, how are they going to portray that without having like the whole movie narrated, which would suck. And I actually thought they did a pretty good job. I liked how they had, in the arena, they had the parts where it was like Caesar and Claudius, and they would kind of like tell you how many tributes were dead, or like explain the Tracker Jackers, so that you didn't have like Katniss sitting in a tree being like, those are Tracker Jackers, they can kill you. Because obviously that's not what would happen. So you could understand what the big deal was with the Tracker Jackers without it being like stupid and unrealistic. So they did that well. And I really liked how they showed like the game makers. I mean, I hate the game makers, but I liked how they showed the game makers, and they kind of showed some of Haymitch like negotiating with sponsors, negotiating with Seneca, all that stuff, because you don't get that in the book. It's because it's Katniss, so she doesn't know what's happening outside the arena, but we kind of did. Oh, during the reaping, oh my goodness. Okay, for like bawled my eyes out and I goosebumps. Oh my goodness, I was a hot tranny mess during the reaping. Whew. But I noticed the second time I saw the movie, when she pulled out Peeta's name, because it was all like Prim and then I volunteer, and you're like, oh my goodness. And you just kind of like, the first time I saw it, I was like, Peeta. I'm like, huh, no, that's not as dramatic. Then the second time I saw it, she pulled out Peeta's name. His face when like she pulls his name and then he's walking towards the stage, I like started crying all over again. I was like, you poor guy, like his, oh my goodness. Good job, Josh Hutcherson. Like that facial expression. He's just like heartbroken and terrified at the same time. I was like, good job, bud. Oh, hot tranny mess. Something else that, I mean, when you think of the characters when you're reading it and you kind of picture them in your mind, and then the people that are cast are a little different. And the only ones, I didn't even really have a problem with this, but the girls who played Clove and Glimmer, they were so like petite. Like they didn't seem that tall, at least compared to the boys. I don't know how tall the actresses are. They didn't seem that tall, and they were just so little. I imagined them reading the book. I mean, they've been training for the games for so long because their careers. I imagine them being like, not fat, but just like having more like weight to them and having like, huh. That was just my brain. I imagine them being hefty, that's the word. I was like heftier, and they were just the actresses were just very petite. So overall, I loved the movie. I thought it was amazing. I'm probably gonna go see it again soon. I loved it. I thought it was really well done, and I can't wait for Catching Fire. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of it as far as like book to movie adaptation overall. Let me know. And if you saw the movie and didn't read the book, I want to know what you thought. Because when I was there yesterday, I heard quite a few people be like, I haven't read the book. And I was like, you're not going to understand anything. Like, you're going to not understand anything about Katniss or anything. So, if you did see the movie but didn't read the book, let me know what you thought. Because I'm really curious. Because I wouldn't understand anything if I hadn't read the book. But that's just me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.